What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV, aka Darth Apocalypse. Alright, so before I get into this video, shout out to the brother Top Dog for the donation to the channel via the PayPal. Much respect to him for showing love. He says, "Hey, Too Raw, can you do a video on people wanting Curry to lead the Warriors? I'm a young fan in my early 20s, and I completely understand why you hate my generation of basketball fans. They really want everyone to just ring chase. Look, I don't hate young people, bro. You guys are the future. You know, we were the future 20 years ago. And to be honest with you, we did a pretty shitty job collectively of raising young people. We complain, but hey, we're the ones that raised, now everybody. Of course, a lot of young people did a remarkable job raising young people. But collectively, eh, I mean, come on. You know, I'm not trying to go too deep into that topic, but to me, a lot of young people in my generation are incapable of putting anybody above them. Narcissism. Fuck the future. They got to live better than everybody else, and they'll put their kids second. And I've seen that consistently, and I see that with women and some dudes. It ain't just women. It's a fucked up thing we got in our culture, but that's another video for another day. But to your point, man, look, we tend to say LeBron fans, you know, have cornered the market on that shit as far as being a cult, a personality around a particular player and not fans of a franchise or a team or whatever. But that's a problem that we see with fans league wide. And it's not just monopolized by one group. It's something that is, I think, the manifestation of a lot of things going on. Number one, free agency leans itself for players to go after what is best for them financially. Okay? And the culture within the NBA is, hey, young man, get your money. So fans, we're put at a disadvantage. Because when I was growing up, we rooted for organizations. We rooted for teams. Now, we did like certain players, and there were some of us who did root for certain players. Uh, but we still remain fans of the franchise through thick or thin. We're the last generation that put team ahead of player. These people, this group of fans, they don't do that. They root for one particular player. And it's annoying that they ring count. It's really all about ring counting. That's why I look, championships are important, but they're not everything. And that's why I really despise LeBron in a lot of ways, because just earlier this year, he talked about how weird ring culture was. But nigga, look what you're doing. You're forcing yourself on a super team. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're forcing yourself on a super team. You went to the team that has the most talent. You're stacking the deck blatantly. And you know you have a fucking media machine that's going to cover your ass on anything you do. To the point where if anybody even offers constructive criticism of what these motherfuckers doing, they call haters. Malika Andrews and Richard Jefferson and all these clowns that permeate ESPN just frown their fucking face up. A bunch of yes men and clutch flunkies. So it's like Curry fans who thought that LeBron was going to join them Now I see he's going to what they perceive to be, and what most people perceive to be a super team. And instead of saying, well, look, Curry got four of them things, let's just run it back and let's see what happens. And even with the satisfaction of saying, okay, well, he's going to further his numbers, or if that's what you're following, no. Ring culture. Let's see if he can compete and get five. I've seen people say, let's Curry go to the Spurs. Let's trade for De'Aaron Fox and have him go chase a ring with Wemby. That shit whack as fuck, man. It's whack. That's why people don't follow the game like they used to. It's stupid, man. It's like WWE bullshit. The Mega Powers, brother. Ooh, the Mega Powers. The NWO. It's stupid, dumb shit. I'm sorry, it is. It's not basketball, man. People have a warped sense of what success is. I seen people say, huh, Derrick Rose only got one MVP. Nigga, do you know how many players don't have any MVPs that are all time greats? What are you talking about? What do you got besides an STD? What do you got except bad credit? Aside from bad credit, what do you got except for that recent eviction notice? What are you talking about? It's whack, man. It really is. And it's screwing up players' legacies. You can't, on the one hand, knock LeBron for joining up with a team, but then think it's okay for your favorite player to join up with a team, a super team too. It don't work like that. It's one thing if a player has diminished to the point where they're a role player, like Chris Paul did, and he could have went to the Houston Rockets, who are not a super team, and who knows, it could have had a nice run. That's different. Or even if KD didn't act like a complete, ass clown, feeling embarrassed because he got caught on the burners talking trash about his teammates, which is what he does all the time because he's a jerk. Even if KD was there and went on a run to the conference finals or perhaps the NBA finals, even though they've been a stretch, that's not the same thing. That's not the same thing as joining a team that's already like stacked, like the Thunder, or hell, the Spurs are becoming like that. And you're a player of that magnitude in your prime or close to your prime. That's stacking the deck, man. No matter who it is. I see people saying, "Oh, Curry joined the Knicks, joined the backcourt with Brunson." Like, what are y'all talking about, man? And I'm not trying to pick on Curry. This ain't got nothing to do with him. I'm just talking about in general. Like, it's whack. That's why I don't understand the criticism of Michael Jordan when he went to the Wizards. That was he came back to basketball because in essence he was sort of forced to retire because at that point in time he didn't want to be part of a rebuilding process with the Bulls when he felt like he could win another championship. He didn't want to be part of a rebuild. But, you know, he also, at the same time, didn't want to retire. If that team had stayed together, he would have played a couple of more years. So he went back to the Wizards because he wanted to compete against the best, and he wanted to take on the challenge of, damn, can I help to turn this franchise around? And people say, oh, the Wizards only won 37 games, but they forget the year before Mike got there, they went 19-63. So even with his diminished skills, he helped improve that team by almost doubling their win total. And that's what we liked about him, man. He was competitive. These fans today, they don't want any competition, bro. And I think that's a microcosm of their lives, man. They want everything easy. They want all the praise but none of the work. They want things handed to them. They want things done for them. They don't want to work at shit. My generation, man, look, we understood that you can't, you know what I'm saying? You have to crawl before you walk. Rome wasn't built in a day. You have to establish something. You have to go out there and build your future. These motherfuckers, they want everything all at once. Mind you, this motherfucker ain't got a pot to piss in or where to throw it out. But he's too good to take at age 16, he's too good to take a janitorial job making $10 an hour. He's too good for that. You're 25 years old and don't work, but you got no problem bumming off people all day. But you too good to take a job, you know what I'm saying, moving furniture, making $13 an hour. But you rather bum all day off of other people trying to siphon their hard-earned money. Something easy for nothing. And I'm sorry, that shit is just a microcosm. This shit right here of that. That's just how I feel about it, man. I'm sorry. Man, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.